So we've got a very interesting story here from Daniel RPK, who is notorious as being one of the big Marvel leakers. He's leaked a lot of stuff throughout the years. He's an insider. He's gotten cool shit. I'm gonna go into this because I'm gonna explain to you guys what this is all about. Because I'm not sure if everybody really knows what this is about, so I'm gonna explain it to you. And We're gonna get right into it. I don't know if I should say this is a spoiler warning, but this is the going to be the plan for Phase 7 after the multiverse saga is over. Let me get into this. So Daniel RPK says, or it says here that he reported that the current treatment for the X-Men movie Reboot does not include Wolverine at all. The rest of the team is similar to the X-Men 97 cartoon in some, but no Wolverine, as Hugh Jackman is staying on for now, probably even after Secret Wars. So we know that Hugh Jackman and Wolverine's going to be involved in Secret Wars and presumably Deadpool as well. But what's supposed to happen, and this came out, I want to say last year, maybe the year before, but plans have obviously changed because the whole Kang the Conqueror thing and Doom coming in. But nevertheless, they're still going to keep this part of the plan. Is that after Phase 6, when the multiverse saga wraps up, they're going to sort of make an adjustment to the Marvel multiverse, and you're going to have characters moving to different universes. And the idea is that some of the Fox characters are going to stay in the MCU 616. So I don't know exactly which ones yet. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's probably going to be the one big one because he's so good at playing that character. Especially in movies like Logan and even Deadpool and Wolverine. It was two different types of two different aspects of Wolverine's character, but he played him so well. He's just phenomenal at it. So the plan was that for Phase 7, they were going to reboot mutants because we haven't seen mutants in the MCU, but they do exist in other universes in the multiverse, namely the Fox universe, but there's others as well. And now MCU started to bring in mutants little by little, starting with Miss Marvel and, there's a few other ones. But the idea long term is to reboot the X-Men, meaning they're going to start from a new X-Men team. They're going to recast all of the main roles. They're going to be just 616 exclusive X-Men. And that's probably going to eventually lead to Avengers versus X-Men because I think that's like the next big Avengers film after Secret Wars is probably going to be that. That has been rumored for years now. It's been rumored as long as Secret Wars has been rumored. Because remember, before Secret Wars was announced, there was talk of Secret Wars being the next big Marvel event after Endgame and after Infinity War. Like, there was speculation about that going back to 2018, 2019. Now, I'm not even sure if Kevin Feige and the producers over there had it mapped out all the way till then, or if they just listened to the fans and read the online discourse and then came to the conclusion that Secret Wars is the right way to go. But when Disney bought Fox, and then Disney/Marvel started working with Sony for the collaborative Spider-Man projects, tipping it off with No Way Home, which is like a big one because we see all the Spider-Men come back. The possibilities now became endless because even though the Marvel Comics company sold the rights to these characters way back in the 90s to different studios, namely Sony and Fox, now that Disney has either purchased Fox or, worked with Marvel, or worked with Sony, now they can do multiverse stuff. I mean, the timing for this was perfect. Perfect timing. In some ways, lucky because if Disney had not bought Fox, I don't even know where we would be right now. Would we still be doing the multiverse saga? Would we be doing something else? Like, it does kind of raise an eyebrow. So, the plan is to restart the X-Men with new actors. Now, I'm still hoping that some of the older actors get their swan song in Secret Wars, such as Patrick Stewart as Xavier, maybe even the James McAvoy version. I want Halle Berry as Storm to get her, flowers for playing that character going all the way back to the year 2000. These are things that I hope Secret Wars gives us. But the idea with Secret Wars is after that ends and all the incursions end, a lot of the other universes are going to, a lot of the characters, I'm sorry, from the other universes are going to come into the 616. Hugh Jackman being one of them. So as Wolverine. So the idea is that they're going to have Wolverine separate. Now I am going to say this as well, because this also begs the question. Well, not begs the question, but it also makes me explain that the original X-Men lineup, the original Stan Lee X-Men lineup, was not the modern one. Wolverine was not on the team. Wolverine was actually introduced as an antagonist to the Incredible Hulk all the way back in the day. The original X-Men team, and I'm not sure if Marvel's going to go through with the original team, because it looks like based on this RPK leak that it's going to be like an X-Men 97 type of team, like a 90s, 80s, 90s Chris Claremont hybrid, which is the safe bet because that was the peak era of X-Men. But the original team was Cyclops, Iceman, Angel before he became Archangel, Beast, Marvel Girl, and Professor Xavier. There was no Wolverine. So if they're going to do it and then sort of bring in Wolverine later, that's not really a bad thing. Or we could see a situation where they're going to bring in Wolverine later, played by a new actor, a younger actor, and perhaps that Wolverine will meet up with the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Because remember, if Wolverine Hugh Jackman is coming in from another universe, which we know for a fact that he's with Deadpool now after the Deadpool film, then he can't be the Wolverine of 616. So if they're going to create like a variant type of Wolverine, they would have to recast. There have been rumors for ages. I mean, like going back to the rumors of the Fox purchase, that they were going to reboot the X-Men with a new actor. But at some point, reboot Wolverine with a new actor. But at some point, Kevin Feige changed his mind, maybe because of how awesome Hugh Jackman is at playing that character. And at some point he changed his mind and said, you know what, like nobody can play this character better than Hugh Jackman right now. Nobody can. Now, obviously the joke was made in the Deadpool movie that it was a recurring joke that they're going to drag him out until he's 95. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind doing that because it's more money in his pocket, even though he did say Logan was the end and he did say that, you know, he gave the character a great finale, which he did. This with the multiverse, this variant now gives, you know, Hugh Jackman new possibilities to play Wolverine differently, which we literally saw in Deadpool and Wolverine when we saw him as various different versions of Wolverine, you know, harking back to multiple different classic comics. I love that Easter egg area. That's Easter egg section of the movie. So I'll be honest, like I still think that the Fox X-Men have some gas left in the tank, meaning like Kelsey Grammer as Beast and like those actors, I think still have some gas left in the tank. I really genuinely hope that they get the spotlight of Secret Wars, because if they're going to move past that crew, it would be nice if they got a swan song, sort of like how in the Deadpool and Wolverine credits, they actually showed like blooper reels from all the different Fox Marvel movies that came out back in the day. So that was like a tribute to the Fox universe, because it's no longer around. It's just going to be Marvel now, MCU, Disney, that's it. But remember, if it wasn't for X-Men in 2000, Iron Man may never have been made. So we have to give our props and respect to the Fox X-Men universe. Yeah, there's been mistakes made. New Mutants wasn't the greatest movie. X-Men 3 had problems. There's been mistakes, no question about it. Dark Phoenix might be the worst comic book movie. Well, maybe not the worst, but it's pretty bad. It's top 5 worst. But they've given us Days of Futures Past and X-Men 2, X-Men United. And I even liked the old 2005 Fantastic Four movies. I enjoyed those. I really did. So that's the video, man. Let's see what happens. This is all for Phase 7, post Secret Wars. I guess we'll find out together. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.